She's obviously one of the biggest pop stars in the history of all that is good and graceful, but it wasn't exactly an overnight success for Miss Taylor Swift. She has climbed her way to the top, and we're not just talking about the top of the music charts. The pop star has also graced the front of many magazine covers throughout the years. So we're about to take it way back to some of Taylor's first times ever gracing magazine covers, and also check out her biggest covers throughout the years. So the first magazine cover we want to mention is 17 Magazine's June 2008 issue. You guys, is it just me, or does this seem like an eternity ago? Anyways, at 18 years old, Taylor and her long curly locks appeared just as bright and as bubbly as she is today. In this issue, she talks about keeping up with the fans on social media, which back then was MySpace, to be exact. Remember those days? She also talks about her 5-year plan and the first time she ever heard her song on the radio, which we should tell you she was in the car and almost drove off the road. All right, next up, Taylor made the cover of Rolling Stone in March 2009. And we've got to say, if you were on the cover of Rolling Stone, you're like a really, really big deal.
I'm kind of a big deal. People know me.
This was right after her album Fearless became the highest selling record of 2008, and this was only the beginning for Taylor Swift. She talked to Rolling Stone about first starting to play guitar, saying, quote, "I would literally play until my fingers bled. My mom had to tape them up, and you can imagine how popular that made me. Look at her fingers, so weird. But for the first time, I could sit in class and those girls could say anything they wanted about me because after school, I was going to go home and write a song about it." Uh-oh. But hey, Taylor did warn people from the beginning that she was gonna write songs about them. For our number 3 spot, Taylor talks all about friends and growing up as the cover girl of Glamour Magazine in August 2009, where she rocked the heck out of them blue jeans, but still looked like the angel she grew up to be. She even reveals in this interview that, quote, "Sometimes people look at me like, you're 19 and you don't want to rebel? For me, rebelling is done with words. I love to write honest songs that name real people, then get up on stage and live out those emotions in front of 15,000 people. And just like that, she has a hit, or hundreds for that matter." On to magazine cover number 4. It's one of the biggest fashion magazines in the world, the February 2012 issue of Vogue Magazine. Here, Taylor's looks really started maturing as she donned straight hair, a sun hat, and piercing blue eyes. She gets super real in the interview, talking all about love. And one of our personal favorite quotes that pretty much every girl out there can relate to is this: "I think I'm smart unless I'm really, really in love, and then I'm ridiculously stupid." I think we hear you, girl. Next up, we have Taylor's second Rolling Stone cover, which came to us in October of 2012, shortly after the success of her #1 hit, "We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together." Here she rocks a casual look, complete with shorts and a Letterman jacket, but don't worry guys, she is still not rebelling. She's just growing up one magazine cover at a time. This time the topic was drinking, and Taylor's image is very important to her, or at least that's what she said. She mentions that she's never been one to go out and drink, but she does enjoy the occasional glass of wine. But what girl doesn't, right? Now at magazine number 6 is none other than every girl's magazine Bible, Cosmopolitan. Taylor first appeared on this Cosmo cover in December of 2012 with 6 Grammys under her belt and a bright, shiny career. Although she wears a purple halter top and matching skirt, she was seriously looking red hot, and I don't think there's any denying that. This was also right around the time that her album Red dropped, which, if you recall, was probably her most emotional album to date. She talks all about love and heartbreak, saying, quote, "I need that unexplainable spark. I just need to see someone and feel, oh no, uh-oh. It's only happened a few times in my life, but I feel like if I was gonna be with someone forever, it would be because I saw them and thought, oh no." All right, next up on our list is Harper's Bazaar, which featured Taylor on the 2012, 2013, December, January issues cover. Taylor appears looking sleek with perfectly chopped front bangs and still rocking those long, straight locks. By this point, she had really started to become a fashion icon for many girls and women, and she revealed that there is just something magical and feminine about wearing a dress. And boy, do we know that this girl knows how to wear a dress and flaunt her stuff. Taylor's issue of Vanity Fair hit stands in April of 2013. She literally looked like an angel, and of course, her beloved guitar is right by her side. This is the issue where she dished on all of the hate and criticism that she's gotten for being portrayed as the, quote, crazy ex-girlfriend. She even revealed that she has her own sanity button. Yes, you heard that right, friend. She said, quote, I have my sanity button that I push. I push this button that's like, stop complaining, your life is great, stop, do not complain about this life, stop, this life is amazing. Sanity button. Up next, we were doubly lucky to have Taylor Swift appear on the cover of Vogue Magazine, not just once, but twice. For the 9th cover, Tay appears on the UK edition of Vogue in November 2014. Her smash hit album 1989 was just released at this point, and a completely new and improved Taylor, complete with a shorter do, talks about her new outlook on dating and her evolving style of music. And with that, we have arrived at the last, but definitely not the least favorite of all these magazine covers, which is the November 2014 issue of Wonderland magazine, which in our opinion is so cool considering one of her songs on her 1989 album is called Wonderland. Here Taylor looks as stunning as ever, but seriously, is she even human at this point? We're not really sure. She always looks so perfect. And she dishes about her transition from country to pop music, which will shape her career from here on out. And what we really love about Taylor is that no idea is too crazy for her. She took the idea of transitioning, she went with it, was maybe questioned a little bit or a lot along the way, but in the end, she does what she always does, and she succeeded. She said, quote, this was sort of the final phase of the sonic evolution I feel I've been on for the last couple of years. She went on to say that I've been experimenting with pop sensibilities, and then on my last record, I got attached to it. That's the wonderful thing about trying as many different ways of writing music as possible. Discoveries. And that, my friends, is why we love Taylor Swift. Okay, so we would just love to hang out more and casually go over every single magazine Taylor has ever been on in history, but that would probably take us centuries, and we just don't have them. We're sure it's a tough decision for you guys, but which of these covers was your favorite? We especially love all the throwback covers with the curly-haired young Taylor Swift. But what's important is that she is still the same adorable, personable, talented woman she has always been. You guys let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and after that, click right over here to cast your vote on who Taylor was talking about in all of her interviews by checking out all of the guys she has dated in the past. Juicy stuff. I'm Jocelyn Davis. Thanks so much for checking in with Clevver, and we'll catch you later.